Hey there, anime lovers! Welcome back to the channel, the ultimate destination for all things anime. Ever wondered about those anime protagonists who seem to doze off all day, slacking around like there's no tomorrow? Well, prepare to be blown away because today we're diving into the world of anime's hidden gems, the top 10 anime where the main character acts lazy but is secretly a total badass. From epic battles to jaw-dropping revelations, these characters will defy your expectations. So, get ready to be amazed as we count down our picks for the most unconventional, yet incredibly powerful heroes in the anime universe. Children of the Whales. An island called the Mud Whale is located in a world with an infinite sea of sand. An old village with most of its residents being marked, a trait with a double-edged sword that gives people magical talents but also makes them more likely to die young, is located in its interior. Kuro, a young and inquisitive village archivist, spends his time recording the discovery of new islands. However, each one is similar to the others in that it has been abandoned save for the remains of previous residents. Kuro and his buddies decide to join the scouting party when another island appears on the horizon for the first time in the previous 6 months. They discover remnants of an ancient civilization while on the journey, and Kuro finds a girl inside one of its crumbling ruins who will alter both his destiny and the Mud Whale as he knows it. Servamp. Maharu Shiroda passionately thinks that problematic things should be avoided at all costs and that simplicity is preferable. The 15-year-old picked up a stray cat on his way home from school because he believes it is troublesome to do nothing and regret it afterwards. Little does he know that this fortuitous encounter will lead to an enormous change in his daily life, as he lovingly names the cat Kuro. When Maharu gets home one day, he discovers a strange young man who he had never seen before. The unexpected visitor is then exposed to sunlight as a result of his ensuing terror, and much to Maharu's horror, he changes into Kuro. Kuro agrees to leave once night falls after admitting that he is only a slothful vampire who lives alone. However, a string of mishaps causes Maharu to unintentionally enter into a contract with his new freeloader, drawing him into a complex and perhaps fatal conflict involving magical servants and savage creatures. Juni Taisen, Zodiac War. The Zodiac Tournament, which is held every 12 years, attracts mercenaries of the highest level of brute strength, clever wit, and lethal precision. Each warrior has the name and characteristics of one of the 12 Chinese zodiac animals. They fight viciously until only the victor is left, putting their pride and lives on the line. A barren metropolis where the 12th Zodiac Tournament takes place is devoid of any signs of the previous 500,000 residents. Each fighter consumes a toxic gem to increase the stakes, which puts a time limit on the competition and their life. The Zodiac warriors begin their brutal struggle for survival, with one wish for the winner up for grabs. Nabari no O. Rokuju Miharu, 14, is a quiet, uninterested, but mischievous ninja who possesses the formidable technique known as Shinrabansho, which many ninja clans want to master in order to control Nabari. Koichi, a classmate, and Kumohira, his English instructor, are both covert Banten clan ninjas who have sworn to defend Miharu from his numerous assailants. Miharu makes an effort to turn down their request to join their ninja club by remaining indifferent. However, as a result of multiple assaults, he is forced to join their group in order to survive. Miharu moves a little bit closer to taking control of Nabari. Hinamatsuri. Yashifumi Nida, a Yakuza member, is forcibly stopped while rejoicing in the successful acquisition of a treasured vase for his collection when a gigantic, unusual capsule materializes and falls on his head. He opens the capsule to see a young woman with blue hair who only reveals her name, Hina, and the knowledge that she has amazing abilities. As if things couldn't get much worse, if her powers aren't used, she loses control and causes an explosion. Nida is forced into taking on the role of her carer because he has no other option. Nina begs Hina to assist with a construction deal, which goes smoothly so that she can use her skills unrestrictedly. While all of this is going on, a rival Yakuza organization secretly attacks his boss. Nina is shocked to learn that his coworkers eventually blame him. Nina prepares himself and makes his way to the enemy group's hiding place with the mission of attacking them in vengeance. Hina, however, intervenes abruptly and assists him in eliminating the entire group. In fact, if Hina doesn't use her skills on Nina first, she might just end up being a useful asset to him and his Yakuza enterprise. So begins this unique couple's peculiar life. Alderamin on the Sky. Iktasolurk is a naive young man who merely desires a woman to hold him and a place to take a nap. Unfortunately, the war that breaks out between the Republic of Kyoka and the neighboring Kachvarna Empire destroys his quiet life. Ikta and Yatorshino Igzam, a childhood friend, enlist in the military as military officers. While traveling by boat to the location of their military examination, they encounter the infantryman Matthew Tetojirichi, the sharpshooter Torway Remian, and the nurse Hiroma Becker. The five of them, however, find themselves in hostile territory close to a military station after a freak storm capsizes their ship. There, they learn that Princess Chaminal Kitora Kachvanininik, the Kachvarnan throne's heir, has been kidnapped. One of the highest honors a soldier can obtain is the title of Imperial Knight, which is given to each of the five for their success in saving her. Ikta appears to have to put his dream of tranquility on wait because he now has to play the role of the hero he never intended to play. Plunderer. In Alshia, count. Numbers inscribed on a person's body that stand in for any number relevant to their life. Rule. In Alsia, these counts determine a person's strength and social standing. A person is condemned to the abyss, which is supposed to be worse than death if their count hits 0. Hina saw her mother being dragged into the abyss. She is a traveler whose count is determined by the distance she has traveled. She embarks on a quest in search of the famous Aces, heroes of the war that took place 300 years ago, sporting a white star next to their count, determined to carry out her mother's final wishes. Hina meets Licht Bach, a strange masked man with a negative count, and Nana, the owner of a tavern, while walking around. Hina gets duped into fighting a military soldier while she is having a nice time. Despite his bad count, Licht saves Hina and exposes another count, one with a white star, one of a legendary ace. Plunderer follows Hina and other Alshia residents as they learn the truth about their world, the Abyss, and the fabled Aces. Grimoire of Zero. In a world where humans and witches are constantly at odds, there are the beast-fallen cursed humans born with the look and strength of an animal. Because of their physical prowess and bestial disposition, they are feared and avoided by both humans and witches. As a result, many beast-fallen work as sellswords, hunting witches for a living. Despite the animosity between the races, a playful witch named Zero hires a beast-fallen named Mercenary to defend her. He journeys with Zero and Albus, a teenage magician, in search of the Grimoire of Zero, a potent magical book that, in the wrong hands, might be terribly harmful. Throughout their adventure, his inner generosity emerges as he begins to exhibit compassion and sympathy to both humans and witches, and the unusual partners grow closer. Gate. Off-duty Yuji Atami, a Japan Self-Defense Forces JSDF officer and otaku, is on his way to a doujin conference in Ginza, Tokyo, when a mysterious portal in the appearance of a big gate opens out of nowhere. Supernatural beasts and warriors in medieval armor emerge from this gate, rampaging across the city, killing and destroying everything in their path. Yuji rescues as many lives as he can as the rest of the JSDF focuses their efforts on preventing the invasion. 3 months after the attack, Yuji has been assigned to lead a special recon team as part of a JSDF task force that will be sent to the world beyond the gate, now known as the Special Region. They must venture into this unknown realm to discover more about what they are dealing with, and to make friends with the inhabitants in the aim of establishing friendly relations with the ruling empire. If they fail, they will be forced to take part in a horrific war that will engulf both sides of the gate. Classroom of the Elite. Kuro IQC Senior High School appears to be a utopia. The pupils have unrivaled freedom, and it is well regarded in Japan. The reality, however, is less than ideal. 4 classes of through D are rated in order of merit, with only the top 4 receiving preferential treatment. Kiyotaka Ayana Kauji is a student in Class D, the school's weakest class. There he meets the unsociable Suzune Horikita, who believes she was placed in Class D by mistake and wishes to advance all the way to Class A, and the seemingly friendly class idol Kikyu Kushida, whose goal is to make as many friends as possible. While class membership is permanent, class rankings are not. Students in lower-rated courses can move up in ranks if they outperform those in higher-ranked classes. Furthermore, there are no restrictions on the strategies that can be employed to advance in Class D. Can they overcome the odds and reach the top of this competitive school? So these were the top 10 anime where the main character acts lazy but is a secret badass. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. And of course, a big shout out to our amazing anime community. Your comments, likes, and support mean the world to us. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.